Hello, this is Rich DeAtley with the Press Enterprise, and we're here with Riverside County Superior Court Judge Craig Riemer, who was in a contest on the June 5th election with Supervising Deputy District Attorney John Henry. Judge Riemer has the lead on the race by about 2.5 points. It's one of the it is the closest race in the four challenged judicial seats. And he has come in to talk to us a little bit about the race. And Your Honor, what about the results and how close they were? And do you have any ideas about what brought this race so much closer than the other ones?
Well, I think what brought the race so much closer is that there's so much more money spent in this particular race. $100,000 to $150,000 is 3 times. Certainly well over 2 times what I spent, and it's far more than what was spent by any of the challengers in the other 3 races. So I think it's simply a factor of the money that was spent by the challenger.
Both you and Judge Trambarger were targeted by the Riverside County Deputy District Attorney Association in their website and with ads. And do you feel, is there some particular reason they targeted you 2 judges along and then supported the other 2?
Well, I think they targeted me, and I was the first one to be targeted by the association. They announced their challenge of me back in October. They didn't announce the challenge to, or their support of the challenge to Judge Trambarger until Mr. Nixon filed in January or February. I think the challenge to me came from the fact that back in December of 2009, I had contradicted some letter to the editor that they wrote in which they were claiming that all violent criminal defendants would win their appeals if their office's budget was cut by the Board of Supervisors, which was a very real possibility at the time. And I pointed out that felony appeals were defended by the Attorney General's office rather than by the local district attorney, and that therefore nothing that happened to the local district attorney's budget was going to affect the outcome of any of those appeals. I don't think they liked being contradicted in print, and I think that's what prompted the challenge by Mr. Henry and the association.
You think that dispute, which would seem to be a lot of people sort of a narrow item of disagreement, could spill into a race for a judgeship?
Well, I think they wanted to demonstrate to the Board of Supervisors how much money they could raise and how much they were willing to spend. And I think they wanted to run against a judge in order to put Mr. Zellerbach to the test and basically say to him, Mr. Former Judge, if we run against one of the judges, what are you going to do? Are you going to show your loyalty to your former colleagues, or are you going to support one of your troops? But when it came down to which specific judge they were going to run against, I think it was because I had contradicted them in the past, and I think that the association has a long memory.
You're in civil court now. Assignments can change. Do you see any problems or any conflicts of handling criminal cases after this race and kind of a rough and tumble race?
No, I expect to be handling criminal cases on a regular basis. I had a criminal trial just a couple of months ago, even though I'm in a civil assignment. I had a preliminary hearing just about a week ago, even though I'm in a civil assignment. So doing criminal cases when one is nominally in a civil assignment is just part of the job. So I've been doing that during the campaign. I anticipate doing that even more now that the campaign is over.
Is there anything that you see from the kind of microscope they put on you that would in any way change how you manage cases, make decisions, or anything of that sort?
No, I don't see that it's going to. The job of a judge is to ignore the political consequences of a decision and, as much as humanly possible, to apply the law and the facts in a way which is as objective and as well, as based entirely on the merits rather than on the political consequences of the decision. That's what I've done in the past. That's what I would expect to continue to do in the future.
Very good. Thank you very much for coming over and talking to us. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, take care. Thank you.